I can kind of feel my anxiety creeping up and whatnot. I know. That's...
Attention shoppers, we got a 10% off the purchase today. How about earning $10 gift certificates for every $200 you spend at TJ Maxx, Marshall, and some good stores. We'll apply today for a TJ Extra Rewards card and start saving. Please see any of our associates for more details.
So today, I went to the store with my daughter. Stayed there for, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. After that, I came back home, ate my dinner, and I just got back from walking with my neighbor. today was kind of, I don't know, the weather was kind of messing with me. 1 minute it was cold and cloudy, and next minute it was sunny and nice and hot, and then cloudy and hot and then cloudy. So it was kind of messing with me. I did have a little anxiety at the store. The last time I went to that store was, I think, sometime last summer. Towards the end of summer, so maybe more towards fall 2017. So when I went today, my girlfriend didn't come with us. It was just my daughter and I. The last time I went, I think we stayed there for maybe an hour or less than an hour. I'm not too sure, but when they stood in line, I had a really bad anxiety. I told my girlfriend I'm gonna go sit in the car, so I went and sit in the car, and I haven't been back to that store till today. So today when I went, I stood in line with my daughter. I felt a little anxiety here and there, especially when I was in line. Like I mentioned before, some stores with like really bright lights, shiny floors. It messes with my eyes. With anxiety, you get that blurry vision, double vision. Sometimes you get when you get that detached feeling, and then with the bright lights, it messes with you even more. But I was able to handle it pretty well. I didn't I didn't run out to the car or anything like that today, so which is good. I haven't really had any urge to run home. If I'm going for a walk, I'm going to the store, anything like that, I haven't had any urges to run home, which I'm happy, because when you have the urge to run home and you do run home, that's the worst feeling ever. And then you run home, and then you start thinking to yourself, okay, why did I have the urge to run home? Why this, why that? Then you start thinking, let's say you ran home from a street like 3 blocks away, and then you run home, then you're gonna always think, every time you go to that street, you're gonna automatically think you're gonna have a panic attack, or you're gonna have the urge to run home. You think it's a trigger. There's places that made me think I had triggers, like a couple of times when I went to the park, the one that you see me go to by my house, just about 3 blocks away. I used to get really bad anxiety just going near the corner. Before I even cross the street to the park, I would have anxiety, so I turn around and go home. Then I try again next day, and I cross the street. And then once I step on the grass, the field on the park, and then I start having anxiety. And then one day I said to myself, you know what, I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to sit in the grass, lay down. I just lay there, and I said, whatever happens, happens. As long as there's someone there. If you have anxiety, you feel embarrassed that you're going to start losing control. That's one thing about anxiety. You don't want to freak out in front of people and things like that. But it's better to be around people, even though you think they're gonna laugh at you. But what if you really need help? If you need help, it's better to have people around, and you never know if that person that helped you might be a doctor. So that's why I said to myself, if something was to happen to me, I'd rather be around people, even if it's just strangers. And if they laugh at me or look at me, they look at me. What am I gonna do? Most of the time, if you're freaking out, you're gonna think they're laughing at you, but they might just be looking at you because they're worried about you. They're gonna say, they might even go up to you and say, "Are you okay?" and things like that. I understand people with anxiety, including myself. We don't want people that come up to us and say, "Are you okay?" Because when they say, "Are you okay?" then you're going to think, "Oh my God, do I look like I'm not okay?" Things like that. But today was one of those days. I proved to myself that It's just anxiety. It's a feeling. It's a sensation. It's not a good feeling, not a good sensation. But you know what you think might happen doesn't happen. Today when I went to the store, I thought I was gonna pass out because I had that sensation I was gonna pass out, but I didn't. And then once I just stood my ground, I was completely fine. The anxiety just left, and I was able to stand in line with my daughter and forget about my anxiety. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today.